All right, good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Sorry to interrupt anybody. Welcome to the Living in Light Church, which is an independent spiritualist church. Our Sunday service is on the first, second, and third Sunday of each month. I ask you now to please silence any cell phones, as we do not want them interrupting the service. I am Minister in Training, Avery, Babon, and I will be chairing the service for today. We have coffee, tea, hot cocoa, and canned beer. Just kidding, not beer. Water available, and the restrooms are available in the next building to the right as you go out the door. We welcome you to browse the selection of library books in the back, and we ask for a $1 donation to check out a book that you may keep for up to 6 months. We have a healing book in which you are welcome to have names of people who you would like to see receive healing. Opposite that page is where you can put names of those who have crossed over to the other side recently. We alternate between giving spirit messages and donor readings for each and every service. So today is Spirit Messages. All right. So special observances? There are no special observances. Okay. At this time, let us now stand to sing the opening hymn, and please remain standing for the after the song for the invocation. Today's song will be All Things Bright and Beautiful, page number 27.
All things bright and beautiful, all creatures great and small, all things wise and wonderful, the Lord God made them all. Each little flower that opens, each little bird that sings, He made their glowing colors, He made their tiny wings. All things bright and beautiful, all creatures great and small, all things wise and wonderful, the Lord God made them all. The purple-headed mountains, the river running by, the sunset and the morning that brightens up the sky. All things bright and beautiful, all creatures great and small, all things wise and wonderful, the Lord God made them all. Holy winter, the pleasant summer sun, the sweet fruits in the garden, He made them every one. All things bright and beautiful, all creatures great and small, all things wise and wonderful, the Lord God made them all. He gave us eyes to see them, and lips that we might tell how great is God Almighty, who has made all things so well. All things bright and beautiful, all creatures great and small, all things wise and wonderful, the Lord God made them all.
Spirit of the Infinite, thank you for your unconditional love in this hour and the hours thereafter. We take this time to come together to share our joy and fellowship with each other in you. We are raising our spirits ever higher so that we take our gifts to you, to others. Let us Help make the world as you intend, with love and kindness. May we make good choices and let our hearts be glad for the sharing of your knowledge. Let us all be blessed. Amen.
Amen.
You may now be seated. And now we will recite the Declaration of Principles, which can be found in the inside cover of your hymnal books, beginning with number 1. We believe in infinite intelligence. We believe in the phenomena of spiritual nature. We affirm that a correct understanding of such expression and living in accordance therewith constitute true religion. We affirm that the existence and personal identity of the individual continue after the change called death. We affirm that the communication with so-called dead is in fact scientifically proven by the phenomenon of spiritualism. We believe that the highest morality is contained in the golden rule: do unto others as you would have them do to you. We affirm all responsibility and that we make our own happiness or unhappiness as we obey or disobey nature's physical and spiritual laws. We affirm that the doorway to reformation is never closed against any soul, here or hereafter. We affirm that the precepts of prophecy and healing are divine actions proven through the All right, so the healing portion of the service will be led by Reverend Bob. We have a healing, so I guess that means.
Okay. All right. Good morning, everyone. I see the congregation is getting bigger and bigger now, so thank you. Yes. So this is the healing portion of our service, and we do have a healing book in the back. So if there's someone that can't make it here, but you think they should receive a beneficial healing, we ask to put your name on the list, and we will be reading them a little later. As part of the healing service, we'll be singing the healing hymn and reciting the healing prayer. And then I will then ask our healers to attend to the healing chairs, and you're free to come up and get a hands-on healing if you would like one. Please be aware that healing is about the working energy provided by spirits who have chosen the mediums in which to work that energy through. And I guess I'll need to do this part, but some of our healers need to be commissioned, but those healers are not here tonight, so we won't talk about that part. So please remain seated as we recite the healing hymn, which is going to be on page 109, He Healeth Me. He healeth me, O blessed thought, O words with heavenly comfort fraught. Whate'er I do, where'er I see, still 'tis God's love that healeth me. Lord, I would feel thy life in mine, to thrill my soul with love divine, to bind me closer still to thee, since 'tis thy love that healeth me. And on the first page of your hymnal books should be the healing prayer. And we'll be reciting this together. I ask the great unseen healing force to remove all obstructions from my mind and body and to restore me to perfect health. I ask this in all sincerity and honesty, and I will do my part. I ask this great unseen healing force to help both present and absent ones who are in need of help, and to restore them to perfect health. I put my trust in the love and power of God. And now I ask our healers to attend to the healing chairs. And they'll be asked for permission in order to put their hands on your shoulders. And if you don't feel comfortable with that, let them know, and they will change. Hands are the focal point of spiritual energy coming from the spirit world, passing through the healer's hands into the one requesting to be healed. It is helpful for the one in need to be mindful of this gift being shared and to think of themselves as being healed by this action. Reverend Lynn has just stepped out for a moment. When she comes in, she's going to be leading a meditation for the rest of us. But the healing chair is now open.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Let's take a moment and meditate together and set the stage for the talk by Reverend John Simmons on UFOs. And I was asking him ahead of time, what about other dimensions? So let's take some time to experience another dimension today. Let's take a deep breath and bring in our favorite color to wrap ourselves in protection. Someone here has bright orange today, that could be a favorite color. Some of you may love emerald green, which is one of the deepest colors for healing. You might love pink. You may love black, which is the depth of winter. In some earth traditions, you may love white. But take a moment now and draw your favorite color all around you. Let's focus now also on emerald green. Please draw the emerald green rays into any part of your body, mind, or spirit that needs extra healing. Draw around the emerald green rays. Let that go to that part of your body. It's a mixture of green and blues. It rules the emerald isle. Let's just draw that energy in. We know as we're surrounded now with our wonderful, happy, healing lights, we know that even though we're here in this physical world, when we sleep at night, when we dream or daydream, we go into other dimensions. Teacher Jessica talked about the fourth dimension. Let's take a moment and go into the fourth dimension. Putting our conscious mind aside, let's step into the magical fourth dimension. And it too happens to be lit by your favorite color today. To get to the fourth dimension, we may imagine ourselves lifting above this room, floating above this city, our Bay Area. As we do so, we imagine the blue-green healing light surrounding our homes, our loved ones, including animals. We float above our state. With the speed of thought in the fourth dimension, we're above our country, letting it also drink in the blue-green healing protective light, protecting all without a voice. Protection. Imagine that in the fourth dimension, you can travel in a moment beyond our globe, which you can see retreating from you. And you can enter starry realms. There is a place called the Temple in the Stars. You can go to that place now. You can whoosh with the speed of thought into another dimension where the Temple in the Stars is very real. As you go toward this starry temple, you're drawn up its steps. 1, And that's a beautiful color. 2, another wonderful color. And 3, you can step into the temple of the stars. This temple has beings of light, has age-old wisdom, has magic screens where you can look at things you need to see. Imagine that you have an interdimensional guide and let her or him come to you for a few moments. Let the guide come in. Welcome. We love you. You can meet us in the 4th dimension. Your guide will be near you. You can imagine or see or feel. Your guide is with you now. Feel her. See him. Take a moment. Maybe this is a familiar spirit presence who was your teacher on Earth, or could be your teacher in the 4th dimension. You may ask your guide 3 quiet questions, and you'll get an answer within your own knowingness. Let's ask our first question of our guide. There is a healing chair open here in our world, as we are in the 4th dimension. Let's ask a second question of our guide, and the guide may have changed. Ask it within and just be quiet and know. Feel, perhaps you hear a thought. Still small voice. Ask your second question now. And finally, ask your third question of your interdimensional guide. We say thank you now to our interdimensional guides from the temple in the stars. And we bring our journey back from our magic inner temple, which you can visit at any time. Perhaps you'll go there in a dream or a meditation. Step back into the healing temple. Everywhere, even the beams are made of starlight, and it seems to float in space. Gently float down the steps. Oh, and the 3 colors are different now. Here's a lovely color. The 3rd step. And now a lovely color on the 2nd step. And now a lovely color on the 1st step. And now you step out, trust into interdimensional space, moving past the earthly planets from an interdimensional point of view. Edgar Cayce said between lives, we may sojourn or rest on the planets, preparing for our next earthly life in the environments of our planets in spirit. There are many more mysteries in the universe. Float downward now, coming gently back like a feather over Earth, seeing Earth's fresh air, and clean resources, blue-green, over our country, seeing the pink light of love that unifies people, that puts compassion first, over our state, the Bay Area, in our city all at once, sending your favorite color over our western area. It helps us stand up for things that are right and make changes for the good. Come back in this room now, floating above yourself, letting yourself come gently back into your body as I count backwards from 3, 2, and 1. Coming back and completing our healing meditation now. Thank you.
Thank you, Lynn. Thank you for that meditation. This healing book is divided into 2 sections, and one is a tribute for those that have crossed over. We've got quite a few people on here, so I'm going to mention their names. So these people have crossed over to the other side. Their journey is completed on this side. Their schooling is done. Not that it doesn't stop, it continues on the other side, but at a higher level. So they can review their lives, the things they've learned, and carry on going forward, raising their spirituality ever more. For our healing book, I would ask that as I call out these names, that you ask for healing energy to be sent to these people. Ask your guides to do so. I am asking mine to send healing energy to these falling people. So I ask that this healing energy go out to all these people, and I may have misspelled them some incorrectly, but the energy is recognized by Spirit, so it's going to the right people. So I'd like to thank all of you for putting the names on here so these people can recognize, and energy is being sent to them to help them restore themselves to a better health, a better state of mind, more calmness. Okay. I would also ask that we send healing to the children of this earth. Some of them are having to go through some hard times right now. To our emergency responders, they help me out. And to our doctors and nurses, they help me out. And to those in need. This concludes the healing portion of our service. And when the healers are done, they may return to their usual seats.
All right, and now I'd like to introduce the speaker for today. Our speaker today is Reverend John Simmons, who comes from us from
The UCM Church.
from the UCM Church. Sorry about that. But before we hear from him, let's give him a warm welcome by singing In the Sunlight of Today, because today is a very sunny day, very beautiful. So we'll sing that before we actually hear that is page number 11.
The stars could never weary, never falter by no way. Let us make the world more cheery in the sunlight of today. In the sunlight of today. In the sunlight of today. Let us make the world more cheery in the sunlight of today. Let us grasp the hand that smiles us in the sunlight of today. In the sunlight of today. In the sunlight of today. Let us make the world more cheery in the sunlight of today. Let us bear each other's sorrows and yourself the peaceful spread. Looking for the bright tomorrows in the sunlight of today. In the sunlight of of today, in the sunlight of today, let us make the world more cheery in the sunlight of today.
Family, I'm very excited to hear from Reverend John about his speech that he's going to give. Without further ado, Reverend John.
Thank you. For those of you who don't know me, I'm John Simmons, Reverend John Simmons. I've been a minister at UCM for about 60 years or so, and have also had some experience working with some flying saucer folks, so sometimes people like to hear the stories. And if you want to hear the stories, it's okay. You can say, stop that, talk about something else. Can everybody hear me okay? Yeah. Try to get close to this. Yeah. Okay. I just recently read a very good book, which I think you'll all enjoy if you haven't read it, Divine Light, by an author that you probably all know pretty well, Reverend Exzel. Well worth reading. In fact, I need to go back and reread some of it. It's good.
Oh, wow. Well, thank you. Well, thank you.
It's a lot of work, and it's good work. And also, Lynn, my teacher, is here. She helped me to put this together and make a little book of my own here, which I hope you find is interesting. I'll leave it in the back there so if anybody wants to read it. It's got a little bit in there about spirituality. It's got a little bit in there about life. It's got a little bit in there about flying saucers. It's got kind of a little peppering of interesting stories. It may not be interesting, so just move on to the next one if you don't like the first one. They're not connected. They're individual stories. So I'll leave this here for you.
What is the title of your book?
Oh, the title of it, yes. Professor Lynn.
Yeah.
Memories, Medicine, and Metaphysics. I need to be honestly clear that I couldn't come up with a title. I wrote a book, I didn't know what to call it. How do you like that? I can write, but I can't think. Anyway, so who came up with the story? Who came up with the name of it? Lynn. Yeah. In case you're wondering. Perfect name. I couldn't even imagine a better name than that. But the stories that are in there. So please enjoy that. Thank you, Lynn. I'm open to questions. I will just tell you a little bit about my background first. I was ordained many years ago, 60 years ago or so. And also I went to, about 5 years, I went to a weekly meeting in which the space brothers and sisters would talk to us because they were trying to work with us to help us to not be concerned, not be worried, and to know that they were there to protect us, not to hurt us, not to take advantage of us. Now there are some unfortunate people in the universe who do take advantage of other people, so you have to be careful who you hang around with. They did say that if a triangular ship or a ship with sharp edges lands, stay away from them because they don't think of us. They think of us as animals, not human. So they don't treat us the same way. They're not allowed to come into the planet. They're not allowed to land here, but sometimes they sneak through, and so then they don't go near them. But the folks who come in the ships that are routed, certainly flying saucers, and they're good. They're brothers and sisters of ours, and they're our friends, so they're okay to be done. So during this time, I asked a lot of questions. And they allowed a question and answer period at some of the meetings. These meetings were once a week, as I said, so they were quite often for a couple of hours. And the way we did it is, there was a friend of mine whose name was Bob Short, Bob and Shirley Short. She was a teacher, he was an engineer. Bob was constantly working and designing on communication devices that could be used to communicate with people anywhere in the universe. Not just nearby, but long distances. He had some very interesting equipment. He was quite a mathematician. Every so often, every few months, some black vans would show up, and men and women would get out of the vans and come in and rifle through their house and take what they wanted and leave. Well, they were people from our government who were interested in what Bob was doing, but didn't really want his help. They just wanted to take his stuff and try to evaluate it and try to make it work. He would sometimes, some of his equipment would interfere with some of the stuff that was going on here. They would catch it and go, oh, Bob's working again, let's go get his stuff. But they never hurt anybody. They just came and got the equipment. So during that long period of about 5 years, I was able to ask questions. And so I would ask lots of questions. And today, if you have questions, ask me. And if they've told me, I'll answer it. And if they haven't, I won't know. But one of the questions I thought was interesting, because I was studying for my ministry and getting ordained and working hard with the church. So one of the questions I asked them is, was Jesus real? Oh, well, that got their attention. They said yes, the being you refer to as Jesus is absolutely real and came to every planet in the universe at exactly the same time with exactly the same message and stayed exactly the same length of time before he left. So sometimes I would ask questions that were way beyond anything I could understand. Who can even visualize or imagine that the energy being, whose name Jesus here, was on every planet with life. Every planet that had life on it, he visited. He didn't say our kind of life, he just said life. And he stayed the same length of time and had the same message. That gave a lot more credibility to Jesus in my mind, because I always believed in Jesus, but I didn't know. Now I knew. This wasn't just believing. This is a group of people that have no bone to pick, nothing, no reason to not be honest. That's all this is a fact. Well, sometimes when you're going to group meetings, you're not sure that the person who's teaching it is necessarily that knowledgeable, and you want to listen closely and carefully to what they have to say. And at these meetings, Bob Short, who led the meeting, would sit at the front and would sit there quietly, and we'd all sit in a little semicircle, kind of quietly. And all of a sudden you hear this clicking noise. And Bob go, greetings. They just connected into it. Okay, and then at the end of the meeting, when it was all finished, maybe half an hour, maybe an hour, maybe 2 hours, here we go. Thank you. We're going. And he'd come back and go, oh, I'm back. So I noticed that there was, it seemed like there was an energy that came through an area of his house. And so I asked them, could I sit where that energy comes through? They said, yes, you can sit there. You won't like it, but it won't hurt you. I said, okay, and I was kind of a silly person, so I said, yeah, let's do it. So I put my chair over there, and when Bob would the switch on, I immediately was face down, facing the floor, about 3 or 4 inches off the floor, with my face almost on the rug. I wasn't uncomfortable. I didn't feel stressed. I didn't feel twisted. Anything. I was just hanging there in midair. And when they finished, after an hour or so, and then he shut up, I fell to the floor. I got up and said, that's good, I don't need to do that again. So for any doubting Thomas, which I'm kind of a doubting Thomas, that sort of proved to me there's a lot going on here that I don't understand. I worked in psychiatry, mental health, and I've dealt with a lot of people who have mental health issues and who are often demented or may have psychotic thought processes or have a difficult time understanding reality. And a lot of work I did just to help them with that. And I had a lot of them who would say they had been in flying saucers. And I said, that's good, tell me about it. And they hadn't, but they had great delusional ideas and pretty creative, and probably could write good stories if they wanted to. And one day at Valley Medical Center, on the locked psychiatric unit where the most violent patients went for treatment where I worked, a guy said to me, I was in a flying saucer. I said, oh, good. Would you like to tell me about it? He said, yeah, I would like to tell you. I said, okay. So we went down to the day room and sat down, and he starts telling me all the stuff that I know is true. So he gets about halfway into the story, telling me where he was, what he was doing, what he asked. I said, now I want you to keep quiet. and I want to tell you the rest of what you did. And he looked at me and said, what do you mean? I said, I want to tell you what they said and did before you left. He said, oh, you know. I said, what do you think? He said, okay. So I told him. He said, that's exactly right. That's exactly what they told me. That's exactly where we went. That's exactly how we did it. I said, well, you had asked the same questions I had asked, and they gave you the same answers, so I knew what your answers were going to be. He said, so you were there too? I said, I wasn't there, but I've been on the ships, so I know about that. I said, who's going to believe this? I said, well, what you do is when they're going to be talking to you in about an hour, and they're going to interview you, doctors and nurses and psychiatrists and all that, and they're going to ask you to tell what happened. And you're going to say to them, I realize now I have a terrible dream that seems real.
Exactly.
Yeah. A little bit of assisted lying here. And you're going to tell them, I know it wasn't real now, but at the time it seemed awfully real. And I think I'll be okay. And if you need me to take some medications for a while, I can do that. And they discharged him that afternoon. Wow. Yeah. That's the one time I've actually met somebody who actually was on the ship. Others have made it up. But this guy was real. No questions about it at all. So there were a lot of times that it was interesting to hear what they had to say. One of the things, and there's some information in the book, if you want to leave it, I'll leave a copy. One of the things that is interesting is they are not going to interfere with our battles. We're going to have all these battles and fighting and warfare and craziness. They don't get involved in that. That's up to us to deal with. As long as it doesn't go into space, they will not allow weapons in space. So they said, if you want to fight it out, go ahead, but if anything comes into space, it will not make it. We will make sure it burns up before it gets in. And we tested that. Our government was told that because President Eisenhower was flown to the Air Force Base in Southern California and to meet with them at the same time that they met with all of the leaders who had the possibility of going into space. So they met with the leadership of every country that had the possibility of getting into space, and therefore the possibility of using a weapon in space, because they know how we think. So they met with every one of them, and Eisenhower was flown out to one of the bases in Southern California. And the reason they chose California is because their ships can go quite comfortably underwater, and they're not noticeable. Nobody sees or hears it when they're underwater. So they could come underwater in the Pacific Ocean and come up to the Vandenberg Air Force Base. In an instant they're there, in an instant they're gone. Or they could take off, either one. Anyway, they said they had to meet with every leader, and they did meet with every leader and explain to every leader the possibility of atomic warfare in space, that they couldn't send the ships into space. And they said there will be no exceptions, and we do not want to kill anybody. We don't want any person dying because of this. But if there are people on board one of these ships that's carrying a weapon, in this atomic weapon into space, we will destroy the ship, and the people on it will die. And we feel badly, but that has to be. You might remember the teacher Macaulay and the ship that blew up or taken off. Only one of the people on that ship knew that there was a weapon on board. Only one of them. The rest of them didn't know that, but there was a weapon on board. And we were going to try to sneak it through with some innocent people and see if they would let it go, if we might sneak it in. And it didn't sneak in. It had to be destroyed. And they felt really, really, really bad about that. They said, we're very unhappy and sad that we have to kill people to prove something to you, but that's the way it will always be. So they're an interesting group. They're our brothers and sisters. They see us as part of the universe, and maybe a little bit not well connected and not real smart, but we're still their brothers and sisters. So they're trying to take care of us and make sure we're okay. I could go on with lots more stories, but maybe I'll open it up a little bit, and if you have a question that I know the answer to, I'll answer it, and if I don't know, I don't know. I'll do what I can. Is there anything anybody would like to ask related to the Space Brothers and Sisters? Yes, please.
I'm just curious, I've read a lot about the Akashic Records, Oh, that's a voice. I've read a lot of Akashic records.
Akashic record?
Akashic records.
Yes.
Is there any history in the Akashic records of these types of meetings?
I don't know. May I answer that? I know what the Akashic records are, and I know that there are spiritual history, and they have all the knowledge that we have in one place, basically, in the Akashic records. All the historical knowledge and all the present knowledge. And therefore, I'm sure a lot of what can happen in space is in those records. But I've never actually asked that question, so I honestly don't know. Thank you. Good question. Next time I'll talk to him, I'll ask. Okay, another question, yeah.
When you say talk to them, contact them, I mean, is it in mind or actually visuals?
Both.
What do they look like?
There are about 8 different body forms that I've met, that I know about. Some of them look very tall and blonde, like Swedish people. Some of them look dark, like a black person, or a person from South America maybe. Some of them are shorter, so they've got the whole range of possibilities. One little group that I talked with and met had a really beautiful copper colored skin, really pretty. Yeah, I wouldn't mind that. So there are about 8 different forms that I know of. They're all pretty much humanoid. They look pretty much like us. Some of them have bigger eyes. Some of them have maybe a little larger heads, or the muscular build is a little different than ours. But pretty much they're human. Yes.
I understand, I've read that there's like, especially in Arizona, the reptilian beings.
Yes.
Somewhere in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Is that a danger of that type of being? Have you met that type of being? Or have they talked about that type of being?
I think they might be some of the people that I met who did look very reptilian, but they were human. I mean, they looked like us, but their skin was much thicker and rougher, and had a kind of greenish hue to it. I think that may be who they're talking about. Yeah, my friend Bob lived out in that area for a good reason, because they could come and see him there. They couldn't deal with him here. When I met him, he was in San Jose, but they moved down to the desert area just so he could have more freedom to see people that were coming in rather than having airplanes and people get nervous about it. Yeah, so there is that color and that form, thicker skin. Other questions or comments?
Oh, I was gonna comment, if you don't mind.
Please.
I've actually seen grays. I've actually seen the gray aliens before. I've actually talked to one. It was really interesting. It was actually at my house, in the living room. And I actually woke up and I was speaking to them. And I ended up, I don't remember what our conversation was, but he was talking to me for a little bit, and I ended up standing there for a whole entire hour. And then a friend of mine woke me up because I was standing there in what looked like a trance. And I was just like this, and he had to scream to wake me up and say, "Avery, wake up, go to bed." And I was like, "What the hell just happened?" And he was like, "Who the hell were you talking to?" And I said, "I don't know. I just thought there was somebody sitting right there. It was gray or something." And he was like, "Dude, you were just standing there for a whole hour and you were talking to someone." And I said, "That person looked gray." And so, yeah.
Did they say what they wanted?
To be honest, I really
They probably did, but you don't remember.
I know.
I know.
The other thing too is I've also been inside of a UFO in a room where I was actually lying down on a bed or a gurney or something like that with multiple people around that bed thing. And then I've also seen a UFO that was one of the flying saucer types where those lights they spin. And then a week later, I saw that same exact UFO on Instagram. I've saved that video, and I was like, that is the exact UFO I have actually seen. And it not freaked me out, it flipped me out. I was like, that's the same exact UFO I seen.
Yeah.
It's like,
Home week.
yeah, it's like, wow. So anyways, I wanted to share that.
Have a question? Does somebody have a question?
No, I agree.
Oh, okay.
Okay, sure. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yes, please.
Lost it.
Oh, you lost it?
I'll get it back.
Okay.
What communication? Is it verbal or is it energetic? Or is it telekinesis or is it all
I
three?
feel like I can answer some of it, if
Go
that's
ahead.
okay.
Good, please.
Is that okay?
Yeah.
And I don't mean to take, I don't mean to
Please,
steal
no,
this
no,
from
we're
you.
sharing here.
But when I was communicating with this person, with this alien, it was that part was actually like you and I were talking. So that was well, I guess that was verbal communication. But it was weird. I don't know because Charles was the one that was spending the night at my house, and he said I was talking to nothing.
What is the vibration? Is there a vibration or energy
When
with them?
you know what? Yeah, there was. It was kind of like a cold chill.
Oh.
Yeah, but see, I couldn't, like I said, I didn't know, and I was standing there in like a trance state for a whole hour. I had no idea. It was really weird. But I guess there's other ways. I'm not going to
No,
take
that's
it
good.
back.
That's good. That's good. Did that answer your questions, or did it deal with your question?
Yeah, I wanted to ask you, was there a vibration? An aura feeling, truly an aura?
You mean when we were talking?
Yes. What is their energy like?
Their energy is like a big brother or sister. That's how they feel to me in here. It's like
There's a love, you feel like there's a love that comes.
there's love, there's trust, there's
Okay.
this feeling of, we want to be with you, we're going to help you with this. It's not frightening or scary or anything like that.
I definitely didn't feel scared.
No, not at all. That makes sense? Does that-
Yes, yes.
No? Any questions, please ask. Yes.
The difference between interdimensional and intersolar system is a mystery to me. And I had a lot of friends studying UFOs
Right.
in the 70s. So I was working on terrestrial stuff, how many lives and how between lives we would go in other dimensions. Casey said we would even, in a spirit form, be around the planets and things. So I did have one dream during that period. I went out in kind of the desert and saw a being that did have the elongated head. Who said, I know it's not true, that California would become uninhabitable. And I hope that's not the case for you fix it.
Well, it may not be immediately, but over time, probably
And
right.
things can be changed.
Yeah.
But the idea of other dimensions that all the time are surrounding us, I think that's very real. Angels think it is interdimensional.
Yeah.
Maybe there's some way this interacts.
Other
I
than-
don't know that it is.
In my experience, other dimensional is different, is not the same. These folks from the ships are in our dimension, they're part of our universe. But I have had experiences of other dimensional experiences where I left my body and was somewhere else doing things that weren't at all like this at all. Even hard to talk about because there's no words that explain it. So, but this was regular folks.
Even when we have a lovely feeling of being surrounded with angels and we're getting
Yeah.
our answers, we're kind of a little bit deeper than this dimension. We're
Right.
opening to the fourth dimension
Right.
of ourselves.
Yeah. The way they interacted with me that I saw was just like you and me, regular folks. Yes. Question? I'm going to
As we all know, that guy from Elon, he has that space that they want to mine the moon. Are they gonna allow it? They want to mine the
Yes,
moon.
yes.
Or,
They probably will.
so, we
Sure.
are okay with that?
They're not going to hold us back on that. You know, this is our area. We're growing up and we're learning. There's a question here, and then I'll come back. Yes.
Are they currently amongst us now?
Yes, they are. Yeah. They're currently amongst
Like
us. and
observers or something, or, yeah.
They're teaching us as fast as they can the technologies that are coming out, and also the healthcare stuff that's coming on. That's all they said, we will teach you as fast as you can handle it.
Which seems pretty slow right now.
It's pretty slow. You and I know how slow it feels. Yeah, I know. That's a really good question. Quick comment, question?
Okay, I got another question. Will they, now he would, piggybacking on what she was saying about Elon Musk.
Yeah.
They'll allow us to explore.
Yes.
But if we try to take a weapon,
Yes.
they will destroy it.
Yes,
So
exactly.
as long as Elon Musk does not try to sneak a weapon,
Nuclear, or atomic weapon or nuclear, yeah. Hydrogen or, yeah, either hydrogen or atomic, either one. They can't go to space from us. But we could take other weapon, like shotgun or something. I don't know if you could care about that. 'Cause then, when they talk about fire, we talk about fire as burning a log. That's not even close to fire. Fire is hydrogen. That's fire. We're not allowed to use fire in space, but hydrogen or atomic weapons can't go to space. They don't even consider our burning stuff to be energy. It's just short child's play. It's silly. Yeah.
have you communicated with the current president?
Yeah. I haven't heard what they're doing with him.
Did they communicate with Obama?
I know they're communicating with people in our government, but I don't know specifically if they've communicated with the president or not. I know Eisenhower, definitely,
Okay.
yeah. But that was for a specific reason to let us know nothing, no atomic stuff. Yes?
So
Good
they
question.
have longevity, are they like us in longevity, or are they considered free? Do they die?
You know, that's a good question. I never asked them. I never asked them how long they live. My impression is that they live longer than we do. That's just my impression. They see us as kind of like children, you know, even though I'm old, I'm still a child in their mind. Because part of this intellectual growth, part of this spiritual growth, you know. And they give us each a number. They give us actually four numbers. And those numbers relate to spiritual growth, physical agility, strength and ability, mental skills and strength, and there's a fourth one, but I can't think of it at the moment. And each person has a number. No, just three numbers. That's right. There are four aspects of it. There's three numbers, and so you have a number like 3, 5, 8. We all have a number. They tell you. And they said, you know, that number may not change much, if at all, in a lifetime, but it'll show your progress, your strong areas. If you're strong socially, you might have an 8. If you're strong spiritually, you might have a 9 or an 8. If you're weak, you might have a 1 or a 2. So we not only have names, which they did give me a name, which I don't tell anybody, because if somebody walks up and tells me that name, I'll know who they are. Okay. Nobody else knows that on this planet. But they also give you a number too. And that's how they kind of help you track your evolution, track your progress. You know, kind of an interesting way of doing it.
Yeah.
Someday our government will probably do that. Hey, 358, how are you?
Yeah.
Okay, other questions? I know I'm using my time.
Yeah.
Yes.
How does this, how does this, how will be affected when we pass into the next life?
Right.
And we reincarnation, but how do you interact with it? And how do they affect us through all those lives?
Is your question is, do they have lives like we have lives?
No, you say they give us a number.
Yeah.
When we die, we don't really.
Oh, is that the spiritual number? I don't know. Is that a physical number or a spiritual number? You're saying if I'm in my body and I'm a 358, when I die, am I still a 358?
Exactly.
I don't know. Another question I should have asked them. I asked them thousands of questions, but I didn't think about all of these.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. That's how they track us. That's how they know what our levels are. If I know I'm going to walk into a room that's got a lot of 358s in it, I know what level I need to talk at. I mean, I don't know that, but they do when they're doing them. Yeah, good question. Couple more questions?
No, actually.
Oh, are we finished? Oh, we have to edit it. Okay, well, we've got the
So,
work.
John, did you bring books or something?
Yeah, I brought, I brought this book here, which has a couple of articles in it. It's got a lot of other stuff. It's not like Bob's book of deep education. It's kind of an interesting book, but nothing deep. But there are a couple of stories from space people in the book that you might get a kick out of. So. All right, I better keep quiet. Okay. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you, John. Appreciate it.
My pleasure.
Awesome.
Great.
We're going to have to build a UFO and start flying around.
Probably get one if you want.
Yeah. We'll be able to avoid traffic for sure.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I need somebody who's 889.
John has so many stories to tell, including how in this life he turned impossible situations into possible. And I hope he gets invited back to tell us how. Because they are one of how to turn any challenge into an opportunity.
Well, that'd be a good one,
It's a really good
Yeah, Liz knows about me. Thank you, Liz.
So, me experiencing UFOs and aliens, that I never really told anybody about, except for today. In fact, Bob doesn't know about that except for today either.
I understand now.
Yeah. So now we ask for the donation to our church collection basket. This money goes towards rent of this space and any other expenses that we incur. Your gift is greatly appreciated. Greatly. I might use it to build my UFO. Infinite intelligence, we give thanks to our continued abundance, both material and spiritual. We ask for a special blessing for the gifts received today. It is through these offerings of love that our church and the message of spiritualism continue to grow. In the same spirit of giving, we dedicate the use of these gifts for only that which promotes positive growth, service to others, and love. May they be used wisely for the benefit of this church and all of humanity. Amen.
Amen.
All right. And next speaker for the service will be who?
What does it say there? No. On this piece of paper.
Oh, on that piece of paper. Whoever, Robert? Oh, no. Tim Morrow. The next speaker will be Tim Morrow.
Our musician, our local musician.
Yes. All right, and now, I guess.
Oh, wait, I have some announcements.
Yes.
I just want to remind people that we are having our seance development group. There's a bunch of flyers up there on the table. You can take them with you if you would like. We hold weekly seances on Wednesday evenings from 8 to, it can go as late as 11, but it's typically around 2 hours. We're looking for people to participate on a weekly basis for a commitment of about 6 months, at least 6 months. They can continue, but we're looking for regulars to come in. That energy builds up, gets bigger and bigger. When you bring in new people, we kind of have to start getting that energy back up again. But the more people we have, the more energy we can get, and we can have physical phenomena occur. We have a bunch of musical instruments that are laying around. The only thing we've been able to do is get rocks to move so far. But the Spirit is saying, no, we're going to do it. We're going to have things happening around you, but we need more people to do it. Yes,
Do we
sir.
have a horn for them to speak through?
Yes, we do. We have a couple of trumpets. Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah, we have those too.
Thank you.
So we're waiting. In fact, all the instruments we put down, we put on a piece of paper with a traced outline of it. That way, if it moved, then we'll know. Because they can move as I don't know, did that move? I don't know. But if it's like off of its outline, oh, that moved. And we also have Sonic Blooms coming up. Sonic Bloom Wellness Fair is happening on August 22nd. And we're going to have a table there. Avery's going to be giving readings. We'll be doing healings there. There's a whole bunch of different booths, and it's mostly like sound baths are going to be happening there, some other types of seminars, but we're going to have a booth. It's going to be outside, so hopefully it won't be too hot, but we got a pop-up canopy that we're going to be using.
Hopefully the bath won't be that hot either.
Yeah.
Where is it?
But, yeah, that's right. It's downtown San Jose. It's on 110 Jackson Street. It's at the, what's it? It's a Japanese Akayama Wellness Center. They have a regular building, and then they have a parking lot next to it, which has a cyclone fence around it. They're going to be using that space. So we're gonna be getting there early, so we can unload, and then we have to park in the street, that's the only thing.
Parking stuff.
Yeah, that's the thing I didn't like, but, oh well. But we'll give it a shot and see how good it works.
Take over.
Yeah, they talk about it, take public transportation, carpool, something like that. And it's free, that's true, I forgot to mention that, it's free, that probably helps. I also wanted to bring up that when we had our last seance, Dennis came through, he told us that we need to be cautious. These viruses and bacterial things that have been happening, they're gonna pop up more, it's gonna start becoming an epidemic. And they said, wash your hands. Wash your hands with soap and water. Do it very often when you're out in public, and you should be okay. So, yes?
That message goes along with what Santa Clara County found in the wastewater last July, a big upsurge in COVID.
Yes.
It's really important
Yes.
to be careful.
Because I brought up COVID, they said that's just one of them. So there's gonna be other things coming up too. But wash your hands. Some of it's gonna even be airborne. So be careful, okay? We might have to go back to masks, we'll have to see. Ew, I hate that, yeah. And I think that's it, yeah. Okay.
Our writing class with John in it is Tuesday morning.
Tuesday morning?
I'll scout a search with the recreation.
Okay.
Really good.
Okay, excuse me, I'm sorry about that. All right, so today is,
I thought there was gonna be another fair.
Yeah. It's another fair, yeah, on August 22nd? The Wellness Fair? Oh, our fair. Oh, okay. I guess I better mention that. We were planning to have a second psychic fair in October 25th. And it's like the room is available, the auditorium over there is available. We can have it. I was minutes away, just like a couple minutes away from buying the space, when one of our previous vendors sent a message. Did you know that Soul Search is also having a expo on the same day? And it's in Santa Clara. I was like, oh. So that shot us down, so we're not doing it.
Are we gonna do another one?
Oh yeah, but we'll have to do it next year.
Oh.
Because who's going to want to come to these ones? Because we have to do it later in the month. Thanksgiving's coming up, and then Christmas is coming up, so it's not good. So, next year.
all right, so that being said, we are now gonna go ahead and go into spirit messages today. Do we have time for that?
Yeah, we have about 20 minutes.
We have 20 minutes for that? We have two, okay, so 1, 2, 3. Did you want to get messages today? So maybe 4 of us today?
We'll all keep them really brief.
Okay, yeah, I thought you were very good. Okay.
1 minute readings.
Yeah.
Your mother is here, love and blessings.
Is there? No, not this week. No, not this week. We
Not this
alternate.
So, okay.
It's a spirit message.
And so how many people we have? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11. We have 11 of us.
Okay. So it's two per person.
2 per person?
Yeah.
All right, and 4. Okay, so how about we'll start off with Lynn?
Okay.
Okay, good morning, good afternoon.
That's right.
May I come to you? Okay, if you just uncross your hands and send your energy this way. If you could, I am a clairaudient person, so if you say something, your favorite color, could you say that word to me?
Orange.
Well, my God is drawing a sigh of relief. Some things that you were worried about are easing up. I do see your hands moving. It could be writing, it could be financial, it could be writing again. But I do see attention on that. And you're kind of looking for your direction. You can ask, we all can ask, oh Source, or Lord, what would you have me do for a week that your case is like this? And you will get an answer. Okay. Rose, may I come to you? Okay. You fit. Say it 2 more times.
Red.
Well, you're a person with a lot of red and dynamic energy who is the power behind many things that happen in your world, including in part with your husband's book. So you've been working, as some of us have, to balance your health so that you can And it's like when you feel that energy imbalance, get locked down. Take other times and zone out. Instead of follow the moves of your body, and you can get a lot accomplished. And do the rest periods and come back. But they're showing you moving out more, and you can ask from spirit and in the physical world to be guided to those things that will strengthen your health for what you're going to do is more expansive. And that's it. And it is.
My style is a little differently. You raise your little hand, ask a question, and then boom, information comes. So, whoever would like to ask a question, get an answer. Yes, Lynn.
What are good things for my health?
Excuse
For
me.
my health.
Mhm.
I kind of have a condition I'm trying to improve. And what's good for me?
Which was a matter of rebalancing. Your energy is completely scattered. You've got 12 projects going on at the same time, 12 projects going on at the same time. You've got to spend more time and energy going, I need downtime to just reflect and let everything rebalance and not be stressed about time. Also, when you go to sleep, ask for deep, restored sleep. You have so much, I want to call them impulses, and so many projects, which is great, but you're like a typical Sagittarian scatter shotgun approach. It's like narrow in on one thing, reflect on it, but make sure that you've got downtime in between and that you ask for deep, restorative sleep.
Oh, true. I'm not even a Sagittarius.
It's just that energy, yeah.
It's that vibration.
I'm curious about your career. I work with special abilities,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm hoping that I could maybe transfer into like a service coordinator. It would be more money, and it would be, I would maybe have a client list of maybe 8.
Perfect. What you have done is you're trying to create a career by thinking of what the circumstances would be, thinking about what the conditions would be, instead of saying, what do I want to experience? I'm picking up what you want to experience is a sense of fulfillment. You want to experience being truly helpful. You want to experience financial security. If you say, these are the experiences I want to have, I want to feel financial security, I want to feel fulfillment, and then you let the universe compilate the exact right experiences and conditions so that you can have those experiences. We all create from experiences, not conditions. You ask for those experiences, the universe is going to provide you with the right framework for those experiences. It looks like it might be you're working with a different group on a different level. You've gone almost as high as you can go in your particular job because they see you a certain way, and they won't let you get out of that box.
So,
Okay.
but would the next transition be something that would be?
All you have to do is ask for the experience, and the next transition will come. You want the experience. We all think that we want to have certain conditions because they'll give us an experience. It doesn't work that way. You ask for the experience, and then you get the conditions. Yeah, your conditions probably won't be in your current job because they boxed you in. Just ask for the experiences you really want. Fulfillment, financial security, a sense of appreciation. And you get a really cool job to match that.
It would take a really cool job.
Oh, well, if you ask for all those things and that's what you're experiencing, that's a really cool job. Okay,
Well, actually, Maya wanted to ask a question.
okay. So,
All right, what can I expect to happen in the next 3 months?
in the next 3 months, what would you like to experience? You've got a lot of opportunities coming in the next 3 months. A lot of opportunities. It's like a racehorse going through your life, and you'll get opportunity after opportunity after opportunity. So really for you, go, what do I really want to experience? Because the opportunities that are coming into your life are multiple. So it's like you're going to have an experience in this world, in this world, in this world. So ask for what you want to experience. You can't do it wrong. You've got multiple opportunities coming in. Don't ever think if you said no to something that that's it. Within a week, there's going to be another one. Within a week, there's going to be another one. You can't do it wrong. You can't do it wrong. This is going to be one of the best years for you. Really, it's like a year of transition, change, and opportunity. So yeah, it's a really cool year for you. Really cool.
Immediately I wanted to go to. Is that all right? Okay. And I noticed you're wearing a green shirt, which is good because that's a healing color. So I'm asking Spirit to come in. And I'm seeing a lot of green things. I'm seeing like green fruit, like cucumbers with that green, dark green skin, broccoli with more green, spinach with more green, a lot of dark green colors. I think you need to consume more of those types of vegetables. It's going to help along with your health. Okay, what else? Now I'm seeing red. I'm going to throw it out there. I see a steak. Because I wouldn't think that'd be part of it, but we need protein. We need protein. Oh, yeah, okay. And I'm getting beans too, beans with the protein. So basically just beefing up your nutritional intake.
Okay, yes. Thank you.
You okay? And I'm getting a circle, a swirling circle around you. It's like an energy circle swirling around, going up like a little baby tornado, but it's around you. It's lifting your energy. It's practically lifting you up. So that energy is really taking over. So let's just stay in that moment. Stay in that moment. It's like, because I can literally see that it wants to lift you up, like your feet are going to come off the ground.
Yeah. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Anything else? I guess that's it. Okay. Okay. Thank you. Let's see. Oh, I should probably go to you.
Okay.
I should probably go to you. Okay. Okay. Because I noticed you're wearing that red shirt, but it's more of a magenta color. It's like, it's not blood red. It's this nice red. Very active red. And as I look closer to your shirt, I'm seeing like the cells are like really flicking around. There's energy. Like if you're looking at it under a microscope, you're seeing all those little bugs, all those little things running around. It's like, but it's your whole shirt. It's like, oh, that's just not creeping you out or anything like bugs. But it's like, right, I'm seeing that. And it's like the shirt is actually contacting against your skin. And it's like it's making your body vibrate that. Wake up, get alive, more motion going on, more energy being transferred. So it's good that you're wearing that shirt. And then there's some blue off to the side. It's like that slow, more of a slow energy, but it's off to the side. So it's like the shirt is fighting against that slowness. And it's like that slow oozing or whatever, like something's getting really cold, doesn't want to move, like molasses. And it's like this is going against that. It's heat, it's energy being generated. So again, good choice for your shirt. Anything else? Anything else? Nuts. Now I'm starting to see nuts. It's like you should be eating nuts. I have nuts at home that I get from Costco. You should probably be doing the same thing. Getting some nuts and taking that because it's an easy snack, but it's good for you. It's good for you, the nuts, because again, there's protein in there. I know there's some other things in there. I'm not a chemist or nutritionist, so I don't know, but there's good things for you. So it's better to eat nuts rather than crackers. That's what I'm saying.
Can it be salted nuts?
You shouldn't, because like the nuts that I have, they're not salted. It's like, but I know there's some pretty good stuff. It's not salted, doesn't have flavors to it, but it's good under its own flavors are very good. But it's like rather than always reaching for the crackers, all that carbohydrate stuff, use the nuts. So that's the message I have for you.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Okay.
Alrighty. And who has not had a message?
Come on. Michelle, I know you got it. That's two.
Alright. So we have 3 people who have not had a message yet.
Okay, let's not go ahead. 10 minutes.
10 minutes?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Hello, family.
Hello.
Always an honor, a blessing, and a pleasure to serve spirits. Well, Bob, I'm going to go ahead and come to you for this.
Okay, all right, thank you.
All right, because TL is actually with you right now, and she, as she comes, as they come,
Yes.
they just want to remind you to take it easy with your arm and your shoulder, and just let you know that healing is taking place. And I don't know if you are aware of the tingling sensations you're feeling.
No, I didn't feel that, but earlier during the meditation, I felt the energy. I knew it was getting healing energy.
Okay. All right. Because they're showing me that tingling or that vibration or whatever, and so that's just a reminder that they're giving you that healing. Okay. And so just take it easy. Healing is going to take taking place, and it's healing very fast. Okay.
Yes.
They're very proud of you. Love and blessings. Well, what is your name again, please? Yes.
Romana.
Romana. All right. Hi, Romana. How are you? Good. Romana, as I step into your red vibration, there is I want to step in on a mother who steps behind you on the mother's side of the house. Okay. She is behind. She steps in and she wants to embrace you. So she's definitely embracing you, and actually she's kind of kissing you on the head. She wants to tell you she loves you so very much. And now what she is doing is she's now pushing you to. It's almost like you're on a chair, on one of those rolling chairs, and she's pushing you through your journey on that journey that you're going on right now. Because you're on a new journey. And you've been a little bit afraid to go through that journey alone. Know that you're not on that journey alone. Okay, she's helping you go through that journey. All right, and it may feel like you're speeding through it, but that's because she's helping you go through it and she's pushing you. Okay, and it might feel scary, but you're not alone. All right, does that resonate with you? Do you understand what I'm saying? Okay. And just trust. So basically, what I want to say is she wants you to know, trust in the process. Okay, there's something about trusting in the process. Okay, love and blessings to you. God bless you. Who else does not have a message? Michelle, hi. Oh yes, there we go. Hi, Michelle. How are you?
Good.
I'm doing amazing. Thank you. I have a grandfather figure here with you who's directly behind you, and he's got he's actually got a beard, a white beard, a very white beard. He stands behind you, and he's got this beautiful smile about him, and I think that went off on purpose, and the reason why he wants to bring a little bit more joy into your life. And he wants you to just take it easy. He wants you to smile a little bit more and have a little bit of laughter and a little bit of peace. And he's pointing upwards like this. And the reason why he's pointing upward like this is because right now what I see is mountains behind me. And the mountains are very majestic. And I'm seeing like the blue sky and everything like that. So what this represents to me is more like peace. And joy, okay? So he wants to bring that peace and joy into your life, okay? And so love and blessings to you. I want to bring that to you. God bless you. And anybody else?
I think that's it.
I think that's it. Okay. Thank you, everybody. Thanks for letting me read for a little bit. God bless you all. And that is the end of today's message service. And it's now time for the spirit reading. Wait, no, not the spirit reading.
Yeah.
What's that? Oh yeah, benediction. Oh, okay. Dear angels and guides, may your sweet peace remain with us until this life cease. Then bear our souls to the bright shore, where loved ones meet to part no more. Good night, or good morning, dear friends. Good night. Amen. Love and blessings. Look forward to seeing you guys next Sunday.
Okay, with 10 more.
Yes.